Welcome back to Hear Me Out. I'm Dee.
I'm E.
And today's video is about Kourtney Kardashian and a recent message that she shared with everyone concerning women's bodies, in particular postpartum bodies, and how we just need to be gentler to each other and really to your own selves if you are a new mom.
All right, so we're reading a E! Online article by Olivia Evans, and the title is Kourtney Kardashian Defends Her Postpartum Body Amid Pressure to Bounce Back. Kourtney Kardashian shared thoughts on her postpartum body 4 months after she gave birth to baby Rocky with husband Travis Barker. So she is not keeping up with unrealistic expectations. The Kardashian star, who gave birth to 4-month-old Rocky, her first child with Travis Barker in November, recently shared a few words on postpartum body image. She says, "Dear new mommies," on the April 7th Instagram story, which was a few days ago, your body is beautiful at all stages during pregnancy as we are glowing and growing, postpartum, as well as healing and shrinking. And then the period I find hardest as our bodies are still adjusting. And if you're breastfeeding, that's a whole other part of it. And Kourtney, who linked a recent Instagram photo of herself donning a bikini while swimming in her pose, detail how she's working through her transitional period. "I try to be kind to myself as my body finds a new normal," she continued. "The pressure put on us to bounce back when everything is new and different is unrealistic. Or isn't realistic. Life is beautiful." The Lemme founder concluded, "You are beautiful. Just a little reminder for me too. XOXO." Kourtney isn't the only one adjusting to her postpartum body, but also a new blended family lifestyle with Travis after the longtime pals wed in May 2022. Their brood includes Kourtney's kids with with ex Scott Disick, Mason 14, Penelope 11, and Rain 9, as well as Travis's children with Shayna Moakler, stepdaughter Atiana 25, Landon 20, and Alabama 18. Months after Rocky's birth, the family of 9 appears to be enjoying every moment they can together. In fact, Kourtney detailed that the unit on Valentine's Day celebration, complete with specialty cakes for all the older children, had a recent family vacation down under on social media. So she's feeling so grateful for every single second of her time with my babies. She wrote in a March 7 Instagram post, "Rare to get 2 full weeks of 24/7 time as they get older. Thank you, Australia, for the beautiful memories, minus the spiders." And as she continues to detail her changing body and life, read on for a look on her body. So we saw her in a bikini. She says this message. What do we think?
Full disclosure, I didn't see the picture. I don't follow her on any socials.
Let's look.
Um, but but I think her message is very important. Because there are millions of women who deal daily with the change in their bodies, whether it is as they're going through pregnancy or after, and the many ways in which your body adjusts to all of that, and essentially you've changed forever. I mean, you've grown a human inside of your body. The way that women are miracle workers is insane. And so I think it's important to be supportive of new moms, especially dealing with anything as far as like postpartum body image issues, because it's a very natural thing to eventually bounce back, but not necessarily into the before you, because again, you have grown a human. Your body, in order to accommodate that little person, had to like redirect your organs. Like, that's crazy. So I can't imagine that it's just gonna like, oh yeah, immediately everything's back to like how it was. It takes time. Just like with any kind of procedure, medical procedure that people do, there's recovery periods. And I think it should be looked at the same way for women and their bodies. What do you think?
I love the messaging thing you said. However, it's the Kardashians. I have to say it. This didn't land well with me because Kourtney is so flip floppy. Um, and I understand she's into this holistic thing and she has this new vibe now that she's with Trav. But is it genuine? I guess. Is it believable or is it something that I'm like, man, what she said really resonated within me? No, not at all. The Kardashians have always had this problem talking about body image, beauty standards, and things like that. And I think that this is just giving a whole bunch of mixed signals. Kourtney doesn't know her style with Travis, without Travis. So now I'm expecting her to talk about postpartum bodies. To me, I think something that would have been more effective, show me your postpartum body. The picture that she shows is her of water, and so you see her like waist
Oh,
up.
the top part, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
I did see that one.
So I don't know, show me your belly. Show me a transition of the postpartum bodies if we're really gonna have this discussion. You, in my opinion, you look good here. You're not showing me a struggle, even though you say you're struggling, it's not visible to me. You get it? I need to see it. Like what are you struggling with? Elaborate a little bit more so it can land accordingly. Same thing with like beauty standards. If you don't think you should do XYZ, then show me why not. Or if you're doing X, Y, and Z, just tell me. I think the Kardashians need a little bit of honesty. I understand that her intentions were well. Of course, like what you said, this bounce back culture is dumb.
Yeah.
Like it took 9 whole months, or some of you, I don't know, 10 months, whatever it is, because babies don't want to come out on time to have a whole child. You can't be back to normal in a month.
Yeah.
If you gain 50 pounds, you can't lose it in a month. I mean you can extreme ways, but it took you a whole year to gain 50 pounds and you really expect to lose 50 in 1 month. It's unrealistic. So
Yeah.
this would be applicable to, all aspects of life. Everything that you do to your body and all the months or years that, it affects your body, it's going to be that and then some to restore the body
Mhm.
and to be healthy. So I understand what she was doing, but I didn't really care for it.
To disagree with you. Yeah. I think primarily because we shouldn't expect a woman to show us their body to
Yeah,
understand that, they're going through these changes.
yeah.
Um and I can see why people would feel like right message, wrong messenger.
Mhm,
Because she's a Kardashian and she has wealth and so she has
mhm,
certain like access to certain things that can make life easier for her and everything. But no amount of money, no amount of access will make you have such a different experience from every other woman who gives birth, in the sense that it is literally the same thing, whether you give birth naturally or you have to do a C-section or whatnot. Your body still goes through a very traumatic experience.
mhm,
So to me, it's like you take away the wealth, you take away all this access, all these different things, and she is just like every other woman that's dealing with having to adjust to a changing body, to a body that may not feel like your body, all these very deep rooted things that can happen. So I think in essence, her showing the picture that she showed, because I do in fact recall that one. I thought that was a different one, but
see
I
another one.
saw the one that I saw was like her halfway in the water, and so you just see the top. And I just thought like, "Oh, okay, that's cool. That's good for her." Because you do see a lot of women who within some I've seen within weeks, they're already wearing like waist shapers and things like that, and I'm just like, doesn't seem healthy. But I don't know, I just don't think we should really expect that they should show us every aspect of what their changing bodies are looking like, because I mean, it just really depends on the person and what they're willing to share. I know that there are some women who have shared postpartum body pictures and how they look and everything, but there is such a very strong expectance from people when it comes to women. Look at the way that Kate Middleton, hours after giving birth to her children, was on the stairs outside the hospital in a dress. It's insane, in heels as well.
Yeah.
It's insane how there's this expectation that women are just supposed to be superheroes. And yes, we are, but that's not the point. Point is, when it comes to your body, especially after giving birth, I think there are so many different, like, on the spectrum ways in which you can deal with it, handle it. And there shouldn't be an expectation, in my opinion, to really like show all of these things if you don't want to, right? Like, some people are comfortable with it. That's great. But if you're not comfortable with showing that just yet, then you don't have to. Because I do recall that there was comments that Kylie Jenner made after she had her son Air, in which she kind of discussed some postpartum things. Do I agree, like, with you that they could definitely expand more on some of these things and actually provide relatable context to the information so that we can fully embrace and understand? Yeah, for sure. Um, and I totally agree with you that the Kardashians have a very wishy-washy relationship when it comes to body image in general. And their conversation around that. They have literally let us down I don't know how many times. They keep trying to pretend like they're going to talk about it and then they don't. But these are real things that happen to every single woman that has given birth, that has gone through pregnancies. Your body changes. So on that side of things, I think there is some, relatable aspects to it.
I mean, I can agree when you say right message, wrong messenger, because I don't think that they're the right messenger. And the only reason I say that she needed to show her body was the Kardashians are known to share everything already. This is what we're used to. Should we demand it? No, but that's what they do. So if they show us, well, I'm going to go get a facial and do this and I'm going to do that. So Kourtney believes she's greater than thou. Um I think if she really wanted to start the conversation and break down barriers, maybe not just some kind of a picture that resembles, I guess, a postpartum experience, not you in Turks and Caicos having a vacation 4 months after having a child. Who realistically can have a vacation 4 months after having a child to Turks and Caicos? Mind you, your sister has a jet. Two of your sisters have jets. You're staying at a 5-class resort. That beach is probably to yourself. You guys are snapping away, and taking pictures. Why can't you show me something a little more real? That's unrelatable in itself.
Okay.
So I just said belly because obviously she was pregnant. Show me the show me, month 1, month 2, month 3, and be like, oh, okay, this is normal. We need to normalize these things.
Mhm.
Like, because we see, celebrities had baby 2 days ago and day 3, or day 4, they're snatched.
Yeah.
What happened? Where's the transition? So
Mhm.
that's what I meant that I wanted to see. Not that I'm demanding it, but right message, wrong messenger. The Kardashians, they need to ex-nay on these messaging. Stick to, and I feel bad for saying it, stick to what y'all do. Other things. I'm not gonna elaborate on what. To your businesses, to your show, chill with kids. Don't give us messaging on body image, body standards, postpartum bodies, because you're over here on vacation while the next postpartum mom is still trying to adjust without a nanny. and going back to work.
Well, yeah. Interesting.
So I think we can both agree to disagree on some things.
So,
Guys, I think this lasted longer than we imagined. But let us know what you think in the comments. Did it land right with you guys when Kourtney is discussing being gentle with your postpartum bodies? You know, we're going to expand it to talk about just bodies in general. Are we listening to the Kardashians about beauty standards? You know, I just want to remind y'all that they brought in, you know, the big butts and the big voluptuous things that, you know, other people possess, but we're not going to talk about that. And now they are more of a thinner frame, you know, so they're setting these new standards. I'm just going to throw it out there. I'm not trying to sway what you think, but look at what they're doing. So let us know in the comments what you think. But that concludes today's episode. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, please share our video. We're trying to grow our community so your friends could be our friends and we could all be friends. We also have social media, which Theo tell you about.
We are on Instagram and TikTok at Hear Me Out TNE. So make sure you guys like, follow, share, and comment. You can also hear our videos in podcast format via YouTube Music and Spotify.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.